Okay, YouTube, welcome back to some more Jujitsu of the Mind. Now, I teach Jujitsu, I teach small circle Jujitsu, and I've been trained by a world champion. His name's Sensei Shawn Harvey. He resides in Boston, right? And so I've been training in Jiu-Jitsu for about 20 years or more, okay? And what makes my Jiu-Jitsu classes and program different is I use Jiu-Jitsu to help people in the community, children, parents, adults, how to become successful and winners in all areas of their life, right? And we use Jiu-Jitsu, the Jiu-Jitsu techniques, the philosophy, how we go about it, and how we use the information and the knowledge to become superstars in all areas of our life. Now, what do you think I mean by that? Well, most of us, we want to become successful. Maybe we may want more money or a better job, better relationships, or happy relationships. And so the program helps people in the community to achieve the goals that they want in their life, right? So this is such an important program. Now, some people, teach jujitsu as a sport only, and that's fine. You can do that. But I have expanded so much more, and I brought so much more value to it that as you're learning jujitsu, you get to learn how to become a superstar. Okay. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is this one concept that most people fail to realize, and I made this mistake as well. So I'm human just like you are. Okay. So don't beat yourself up. I'm just here to give you the knowledge and the love so that you can see how Jiu-Jitsu can really help you, okay? Now, most people focus on what you want to have. Like, I wanted to have a black belt, okay? And, so I was like, I want to be a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. That's what I want to have. I want to accomplish this. But the one thing that most people fail to realize is that we always focus on the things that we want to have. Maybe we want to have a bigger house. We want to have better grades. We want to have a black belt. Or we want to have more money. We want to have more prestige. We want to have more fame. All right. And but what we don't focus on is we don't focus on the becoming part. And what I mean by the becoming part is who do we have to become in order to receive the stuff that we want to have. And so that's the actual problem is that we want to have things, but we don't want to become the person that receives it. And it's a natural law, or it's a natural parameters, I should say. These are the parameters that in order for you to have stuff, you're going to have to be the person first in order to have it. So what I had to do in order to get a black belt, if we're focusing on the black belt, is I had to learn who do I have to become in order to become a small circle Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So I seeked out Sensei Shawn Harvey, and he told me when I first met Sensei Shawn Harvey, he told me that I would not be able to pass his black belt test. He told me that because I just didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the knowledge and I didn't have the experience. So now, but I still wanted to have that black belt. So I could have been a person who complained. I could have said, man, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I was training in Jiu-Jitsu for about 6 or 7 years before I met Sensei Shawn Harvey. I was a brown belt when I met Sensei Shawn Harvey, okay? And that story is for another video, right? But I had been training for a long time, right, before I met Shawn Harvey. And I met Sensei Shawn Harvey, and he told me, you're not ready to pass my black belt test, And I wanted badly to have a black belt. And so now I had to figure out, I had a choice. Which direction do I want to go? Do I want to quit Jiu-Jitsu because I have been working so hard all these years and now I'm told that I'm not ready to get a black belt? Or do I now say, look, I gotta work hard, learn Sensei Shawn Harvey's system and get my black belt? Right? Well, obviously you see the person that I became is that I went back home to Bermuda and I trained hard. I found different people to train with. I became the person that would receive that black belt. So one of the keys to life, my friends, is that you have to focus on not only the things that you have, okay, And also, you have to make sure that you are grateful for the things that you already have, right? There's nothing wrong there, but it's also good to go after things that you don't have yet. But remember that if you want to have it, you have to become it first. Now, one of the other mistakes that most people make that I want to emphasize here, guys, the reason why a lot of times we don't have the things that we want is because we're not taking the advice of experts. Now, when I met Ed Malone, Sensei Ed Malone, he told me what I need to do. Now, if I didn't listen to him, right, then I could have came back home and done something else, and then I never would have got a small circle Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I've made tons of mistakes where I did not take the advice of of experts or people who love me. I didn't take their advice. I went ahead and did my own thing. And I paid the price for that. So what you have to understand that even if you don't want to pay for knowledge, you're going to pay for not having that knowledge. And that payment for not having that knowledge is going to be way more than the payment for getting that knowledge. So if I was you, I would pay to get that knowledge because it's going to save you a lot of pain and trials and tribulations. Okay? So anyway, if you want to get involved in my Success for Kids program, leave a message below, right? And if you're getting this through email, well then you can always email me, okay? But again, trust me, if you want to have the things in life that you want to have, you're going to have to become that person who will then work hard to achieve the things that you want to have, okay? Now, if you like the information that I gave you and you thought it was valuable, hey man, like the video and hey, smash the button and subscribe so you can get more information on how I can send you some more love. Okay? Until then.